that old rugged cross.
那古舊的十字架
So often despised by the world.
咁被世人所藐視。
It has a wonderful attraction for the Christian.
對基督徒嚟講有特別嘅吸引力，
For the dear Lamb of God left his glory above.
因為親愛嘅神嘅羔羊離開天上嘅榮耀，
To bear it to dark Calvary.
竟然嚟到嗰個墨黑嘅十字架上。
On a hill far away stood an old rugged cross, the emblem of suffering and shame. And I love that old cross where the dearest and best for a world of lost sinners was slain. So I'll cherish the old rugged cross till my trophies at last are laid down. I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown. Oh, that old rugged cross, so despised by the world, has a wondrous attraction for me. For the dear Lamb of God left his glory above to bear it to dark Calvary. So I'll cherish the old rugged cross till my trophies at last are laid down. I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a
There are many people that I would like to thank today.
今日我好想向好多嘅朋友嚟到講多謝，
But time does not permit, and I would probably leave some people out.
時間唔許可，所以我都會漏咗一啲嘅朋
I
友。
first want to thank the churches for inviting us here.
首先多謝香港眾教會請我哋嚟，
Several hundred churches joined together to issue the invitation.
幾百間教會聯名請我哋嚟，
And I want to thank the executive committee for the hard work that they've done for many months.
亦都要為着呢一個嘅執行委員會過去嘅勞苦多謝佢哋，
And I appreciate, and I know my wife will appreciate, the cat that they gave us.
亦都好多謝，我亦都知道內子會好感激佢哋送隻貓俾我哋。
And that cat was used to catch me. I was the mouse.
呢隻貓就攞嚟捉我，我就係被捉嘅老鼠。
We have a cat at home,
我哋屋企有一隻貓，
and it's a new cat.
係一隻新嚟嘅貓。
And the first day he came,
佢頭一日嚟呢，
we have a little bird in a cage that sings.
我哋屋企喺個籠裡面有一隻嘅雀會唱歌嘅。
And during the night, he reached in and grabbed the bird
夜晚黑呢隻貓就去捉隻雀，
and killed it
殺死佢，
and brought it and gave it to my wife.
然之後捉住隻雀送俾我太太。
My wife didn't cry, but she almost felt like it because she loved that bird.
太太啊喊唔出，不過佢差唔多會喊出嚟，因為佢好錫隻雀。
The next night,
第二晚，
the cat got a mouse
呢隻貓捉到隻老鼠，
and brought it and gave it to me.
又捉嚟送咗俾我。
He didn't eat the mouse, he just brought it to me.
佢冇食咗隻老鼠，佢攞嚟俾我。
And I'm not very happy with mice food.
我就對於老鼠肉係冇乜興趣嘅。
But we will enjoy the cat that you gave us today.
但係大家送俾我嘅嗰一隻貓，我會好欣賞。
I know it's a very special gift,
我只係好精心嘅禮物，
and it'll be appreciated by my wife, who was born and reared, as you've heard, in Jiangsu province.
大家都知道內子喺呢一個江蘇省出世，佢一定非常欣賞呢一份嘅禮物。
And I also want to take this opportunity to thank the press.
我亦都特別要向新聞界嘅朋友講多謝。
The newspapers,
就係新聞報紙、
the television,
呢一個嘅電視台、
the radio.
電視台。
I have not read one negative word.
我未見到大家有啲唔好嘅評論。
I'm sure that some of them felt like writing some, but they didn't do it.
我相信佢哋或者心裏面想寫嘅，不過佢仲未寫出嚟。
They gave wide news and coverage to this
佢
crusade.
哋好廣泛嘅報導呢幾堂嘅聚會。
And I especially appreciated the editorial in the Post this morning.
特別係欣賞今朝早在呢一個南華早報嘅社論。
Now, of course, I don't know what has been going on in the Chinese press.
當然我唔知道，我唔識睇中文報章，所以無從
But
講啦。
all the clippings have been cut out, and they're going to translate them, and I'll know what was said there also.
但係我哋辦事處嘅同工已經剪輯咗中文嘅報章，遲下我就會睇到㗎啦。
And I appreciate it.
我好欣賞各位嘅努力，
I appreciate the coverage given to this by the television stations.
特別係多謝電視台為呢一個嘅大會所作嘅報導，
And I'm glad that you gave a gift to Henry Holley,
亦都多謝大家係送一份禮物俾賀理先生，
because he and his wife have been here for a year.
因為佢哋兩夫婦喺呢一度住咗1年，
They've been working and praying.
好辛苦嘅工作禱告。
And Henry Holley is here nearly all night, every night during the crusade.
過去幾晚，賀理先生差唔多都係通宵工作，
And getting into bed about 3:30 or 4 every morning.
每日都係3、4點先至有得上床瞓覺。
Without him, we probably would not have come here.
如果冇佢，或者我哋都嚟唔到香港。
And I want to thank all of you that came night after night in the rain.
多謝各位在過去幾晚落雨嘅時候都照樣出席。
I began to wonder if you ever saw the sun in Hong Kong.
我開始諗，究竟我嚟香港係咪真係不見天日？
It was so cloudy,
咁多嘅雲，
and it rained so much.
成日落雨。
And this field last night, I thought it was just a sea of mud.
琴晚我哋呢一個草地啊，簡直係泥地啊！
But you have some strong wind, and it dried it out.
但係有好好嘅風，而家就乾翻好多。
And I want to thank the Lord for giving us such a wonderful day to close.
為着主賜俾我哋在終結嘅一日有咁好嘅天氣，感謝佢。
The opening night was dry.
頭一晚係乾嘅，
Today was dry.
最後一日係乾
But
嘅，
every other night it was raining.
其他晚晚都落雨。
And I could not believe last night
我簡直唔相信琴晚所見嘅，
or the night before.
或者係前晚所見嘅。
Last night there were 80,000 people here
琴晚喺呢處有8萬人聚集，
in this stadium and the other stadium.
大球場加埋陸坤球場。
My own son tried to get here an hour early.
我嘅仔早1個鐘頭想入場，
He was stopped way out and couldn't get in the stadium.
佢都入唔到大球場。
But he could hear by amplification.
但係藉着呢一個揚聲器，佢聽得到。
I think today he got here about 3 hours early.
我相信今日佢就提前3小時入場，
He learned his lesson.
佢學識佢嘅功課。
And I want to thank you for being so kind and generous to our team.
多謝各位對待我哋嘅團嘅同工非常嘅仁慈。
Several of our people come from England,
我哋有好幾位同工響英國嚟，
several from America,
有啲響美國嚟，
several from Canada.
有幾位加拿大嚟。
And so here we come together in Hong Kong
而家我哋響香港匯聚，
to play, to sing.
係響度唱歌，響度伴奏。
You notice that no one has ever called on me to sing.
大家知道咧，冇人請我唱歌啊，
But I do have a song.
但係我真係有一首歌。
And next time I come, I'll sing it for you.
下次嚟我就唱俾你聽。
George Beverly Shea is 81 years old.
薛伯利先生係81歲高齡，
And so I'll be about 81 when I come to sing that song.
下次嚟我都要81歲嚟唱，
And I'll bring him with me.
我帶埋佢嚟唱。
And Cliff Barrows will join us.
白老師都會同我哋一齊唱。
Now, before we came, we did not have faith to believe that this stadium would be filled every night.
響我哋未嚟之前，我哋都冇咁嘅信心話大球場會座無虛設。
But it's been overflowing every night.
但係我哋每晚都係有太多嘅人，
And thousands of people have heard the gospel.
成千成百嘅人聽聞福音。
We were thinking also of the 30 other countries where this is being carried.
我哋都冇忘記，同時有世界各地30個國家藉着衛星收睇呢一個聚會。
And in the reports that are coming in already, stadium records are being broken.
就係話到處出席嘅人數都係破當地紀錄。
Indoor auditoriums, their records are being broken.
響佢哋嘅運動場出席人數破紀錄。
As people are pouring out to hear the gospel all over Asia.
好多人在亞洲各地蜂擁着要聽福音。
And then these telecasts will be seen across America and also across Canada.
遲啲呢一個嘅電視轉播亦都會去到美國、加拿大。
So that this crusade is going to bless thousands and millions of people.
所以我哋今次嘅聚會能夠叫千千萬萬嘅人蒙福。
In different parts of the world.
世界各地如是。
And I'm going to ask you to join in prayer that God will bless the message as it goes out to people in other countries and other cities.
所以懇請各位努力嘅代禱，求上帝使用呢一啲傳到世界各地各城市嘅信息。
In many languages.
用好多嘅語言嘅。
God is going to honor the proclamation of His word.
上帝係睇重佢真道嘅宣揚。
I heard about a man that worked in a little store.
我聽見有一個人喺間細嘅公司裏面做嘢。
And every night on the way home, he had to pass by a graveyard.
每晚放工佢都要行過墳場。
And he didn't realize that across his path that day they had dug a grave.
嗰日佢行緊嘅時候，唔知道原來佢平時行開嗰條路，有人已經掘咗一個嘅墳墓喺度。
It was a very large grave and it was very deep.
好大好深嘅墳墓。
And he stumbled and fell in it.
佢困到就跌咗落去個窿度。
And he couldn't get out.
爬唔起返。
He tried.
佢試下爬。
He pulled up the clods and the roots and he yelled and he screamed, but nobody heard him.
掹住嗰啲枯乾嘅樹根啊，掹啲泥